Good morning, and good morning, and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View. Just when you think that there's no news to regarding Celtic, there's lots of news, and make sure that you stick around, because not only am I doing this live where we're talking about the merchandise, we talk about Celtic news. Straight after this video at 9:30, we're going to be talking about another story. The banter years are continuing. Yes, the banter years, and David Murray is making a shock statement. So make sure you hang around. If you are watching this live, or if you're watching this later, make sure that you check out the other live this morning as well, also, because we're going to dissect what the Lion one peg leg fucking... Anyway, before we get into that, we are talking about the new strip. What about this? Celtic have done it again. Celtic have this morning, they let it slip last night that they were going to do it, but once again, Celtic, the brand new 2025-26 Celtic FC Adidas third kit revealed today, and purchase available online now in store. Celtic FC Irish roots are firmly planted in football folklore. This Adidas jersey celebrates those unbreakable bonds with its eye-catching pastel shades inspired by the Irish tricolour flag. The bold interpretation of the club's four-leaf clover badge, the off-white jersey features a pale green detailing inspired by the tie-dye technique, a fresh take on the hoops, plus an orange piping embroidered and cloth. Fuck off, Celtic. Who writes this shit? Made with moisture managing. It's hardly hot enough to perspire in Scotland, is it? But wear it when you're on holiday. Fuck off. Anyway, pay tribute to the club and the history and style, it says, the Celtic website. Give me your thoughts. So it got right into it. Yeah, Michelle, we're going to talk about that in a minute. So it got me going straight off with the poll this morning. Are Celtic now focused too much on the money? We all know that Celtic is a fantastically run club, and I'm not going to have a dig at the board at this one. It's do you know, we're doing well. We're doing all right. We're doing well, and we'll talk about that in the next video as well. But are Celtic focused too much on the money is the question in the poll, and as it stands just now, yes is 54%. Remember the history of Celtic. Remember that in this piece that Celtic have put out this morning, it does say that the tradition is planted in football folklore. Well, it's also the history of the club, that it was born to put food on the tables of the needy in the Irish community in Glasgow. An Irish community that had been fleeing a manufactured famine. That's going to get folk in it. And it was a bit like the Highland clearances, if you ask me. But there was also a time in Scotland where there would be banners up outside shops, outside pubs. No Irish, no blacks. No Irish, no blacks. A very bigoted Scotland back then, and Irish people struggled. So have Celtic gone too far? They can promote all they want. They can say, yeah, fucking we're Irish, but don't sing your IRA songs. Don't sing anything in remembrance to 1916 and the uprising. Don't sing anything about the troubles in Northern Ireland where Catholics were well, we all know the story. But don't sing about that. You can talk about being Irish and having our Irish heritage when we want you to. So anyway, are Celtic focused too much on the money? 56% say yes. 32% the board are now taking the piss. And 13% say no. Interesting. Richard says, I hate the fact that we advertise gambling. Yes, I'm not a gambler myself, Richard. And I mean, it takes me to put the lottery on. Never mind, I mean, I couldn't tell you what side a horse was to bet on or not. And when it comes to football betting, just don't do it. And I think that it's... the club announced, I think it was not last season, but the season before, this it's be careful what you wish for, isn't it? when it comes to club financing. It is be careful what you wish for. It was all great saying that we got this a deal with Adidas, and then when Celtic announced that they made £32 million from merchandise, everyone was like, that's brilliant. But how far can you keep pushing fans? I mean, I know we have a fantastic fan base, and we have fans all over the world. But the fan base isn't the size of Man United's fan base around the world. Their ability to sell strips the way that they can. The ability of Barcelona to be able to sell strips the way they can. I mean, these are two powerhouses of the modern game, and us trying to mix it up with them is all fine and dandy. But you have to have reach out with the community, if you like. You know, the people that know everything about the club and love the club, and maybe that's what Celtic are trying to do. Maybe they're trying to expand that global reach through Adidas and pull on heartstrings of people that maybe don't like football or don't support football, but they're going down the whole, you know, it's your Irish roots, and, you know, buy this merchandise, and maybe they'll be pushing it in America. I don't know. Lorna Gallagher says way too much stuff comes out. It's a bloody fortune. It is, and especially when they just, I mean, before the season even ended last season, we had this season's strip come out. Before we got to the Scottish Cup final last season, we had this season's strip come out. There then was the whole new merchandise range that were brought out just a couple of weeks ago. They then hit us again with the third strip that we knew that we were going to do as soon as you were going back to Ireland. And it's interesting just the way that the powers that be have obviously entered into a contract with Adidas, and the conversation in the room would have centred around one thing, and I've said this before, it's the lifetime value of a customer. It is the lifetime value of a customer. It's how much can you get out of every single person that is connected to Celtic, whether they come to games, whether they sit on their arse on the telly, in the couch, in their house watching illegal streams. And it's how much money can you generate through merchandise. We will give you the platform, we will give you the worldwide reach, and let's see how much we can push this. Let's see how much we could squeeze, because that's what they're doing, isn't it? It is squeezing the fan, the working class fan. So that took me to the land of the Twitterati to see what Celtic fans online were saying about it. And you've got to say, somebody says, no option to buy, Peter Locker will be sacking someone. Adidas paid someone, a wee woke gimp, to make this. That's grim, man, honestly, says Matty. Just give Adidas the originals, the Bumblebee. Just give us the Bumblebee. Will that make it up to Celtic fans? Will that make it up if Adidas come out with a modern version of the classic? And I've still got the original classic Bumblebee top from the 1990s, and it's in pristine condition. And when I say pristine, I mean everybody that watched the channel long enough knows that I buy tops and I wear them once. I mean, I've got tops that have still got the price tags on them. I buy the merchandise and I buy the tops, and I have done since the very early 90s on a regular basis, and the 80s in fact. And they take up too much of the wardrobe, the missus said. I've got like half a wardrobe and it's just all Celtic tops. And it's not my plan to ever sell them. I think that it's something that it's you know, people collect stuff, and I collect Celtic tops, and I never wear them. But I love it. Will I be buying this one? More than likely. Wait. Social experiment. This is absolutely horrific, says Kev on Twitter. Jesus, this is poor, man. Looks like a child's competition winner designed it. Hopefully it's never worn. The third kit, aka the one we'll wear once in Ireland, says Dyson Daft. Not a fan at all, says Celtic Glasgow. What's worse, that strip or Fat Yang slouching a broken leather chairs trying to look hard? This could get messy. Yes, it's that bad. Any official club jersey should have the club badge on it. Huge no from me. Sort out the store website, Celtic. Looks washed out. Another rip-off. There's another one. Delete this. You got to love the delete this. I understand Celtic is an Adidas elite club starting this season. Where is the terrifoil? I'm not going to lie, it's barking, lads, said Davey. Weekend round. Cheers, Celtic. Thank this doesn't come with a free season ticket. Oh God, it gets worse. Yes, Wes, you have to be ripping the piss. Also, stop trying to sell merch on our Irish links. Feels like every year you try to commercialise this. Perhaps try something new. You know, a bold strategy for the board of boring dinosaurs, says Jungle Boy. And then somebody's put a version it up without the sponsors. Said it looks better. Designed by Celtic Dad Department. Beats the stained glass home kit. As the worst kit Adidas have ever done so far. It's rotten. It's shit thrill. Celtic fans just aren't happy. Thank fuck. That's the third kit, unlikely to ever be worn. That's stinking, says Conan. And then Davey88 says, I fucking miss Nike. That's horrible. Adidas have gone downhill. Adidas have been the biggest letdown ever since Rafal Shadid. Oh, that's that's low as you can go, isn't it? That is low as you can go. The Twitterati, the land of Twitter, is absolutely on fire with the fact that they hate this strip. But yeah, what do you think about Yang looking a wee bit chubby and sitting on a leather chair? It is interesting, isn't it? Bring back the gold. It looks nice, says Scoosh on the One Celtic Fans View channel. It will still sell more than the Mankey Mob. Well, you're going to enjoy the next video coming up just around in about 20 minutes time, where it's all about them because they have broken silence. David Murray has broken silence. So yeah. But in other Celtic news, Gustav Lagerbielke. Yep, Gustav Lager, Gustav Lager, Gustav. It never took off that, did it? Pity. I had a nice t-shirt lined up for it. But anyway, Gustav Lagerbielke has Braga. Remember them? Braga is a club that Celtic have came toe to toe with a few times. They've submitted an official bid worth a bid over €2 million. €2 million, which would mean that Celtic would take a hit of around about just over €1 million on Gustav Lagerbielke. Negotiations are currently undergoing. The 25-year-old is said to be keen on the switch to kick-start his career away from Glasgow. Lagerbielke joined in that infamous summer of 2023 when Brendan Rodgers came back to the club, and he was handed the dossier of players that were also handed to the outgoing manager, Ange Postecoglou. Alright, mate. Ange. But anyway, he was loaned. We all know the history, but it looks like Lagerbielke will be. Is that a fair price? It gets money back in the door. I know it's not what Celtic are wanting, but Brendan Rodgers did say. I mean, Brendan Rodgers fucked. I'm not going to lie. Brendan Rodgers fucked Lagerbielke about. He mucked him about, didn't he? Yeah, Umbro tops are the best, as saying in the chat, and I've still got some Umbro tops that are almost like new. Well, if you read the papers this morning, they're the one that are saying that so you don't need to watch the video if you don't want to. But anyway, Lanky. It looks like Lanky. Fuck off. Gustav Lagerbielke is one player that will be leaving the Celtic. We knew that anyway, and he's one of the ones that Brendan Rodgers did not fancy. Is £2 million a fair enough price for the player? Well, we'll just need to wait and see if Celtic do accept it. You know, Celtic, they'll try and squeeze a little bit more, but I think it's fair to say that he will not be back at Celtic, which we kind of all knew anyway. In other Celtic news, there is a little bit of supposed transfer activity going to take. I'm not talking about anybody that's been pictured or whatever, because You know, there was a guy at Lennoxtown this time last week, and Celtic still haven't rolled out and said he's signed. So, you know, if someone's been pictured going into Lennoxtown and going into Celtic Park, I'm going to say it's fake until Celtic announce that there he is, the picture's up. Because let's face it, transfer gurus can say everything they want until Celtic. I think Celtic are just going, nah, fuck it, he's jumped the gun. We'll decide when we announce it. We're not having that for Fabrizio Romano telling anybody when we're signing players. We'll tell them. We're now going to make everybody wait a week and a half. Because we're Celtic. We decide. Oh, you gotta love Celtic, eh? You do gotta love them. They're absolutely bonkers at times. They are bonkers at times. It's just there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to what's went on in the last week. I mean, you could explain it at the beginning of the week when God rest his soul, John Clark passed away and Celtic put that out, and you're thinking, yeah, the club take a step back and you know, give the man credit where credit was due. It was fantastic. And then you think that maybe we'll start getting the ball rolling again, and then they come out with Sean Maloney as big news. Go yourself, Celtic. And then you get to the Friday and you're like, oh, this is it, come on, Friday. It's been a week since players were seen at Lennoxtown. It's been a week since they were seen at Lennoxtown. And it's like you can keep on saying you can wait till we get past the 1st of July. It's a load of nonsense. It's a load of nonsense. Every other team around the country have been announcing players. You can announce a player, but his contract doesn't start until the 1st of July. You can announce the player before it. This nonsense that Celtic are waiting till the 1st of July because they didn't want to pay wages. Fucking telling you, man. Listen to me. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And stop trying to make it that you fucking... Do you know what I mean? It is bullshit. Clubs all around the country are signing players and their contract doesn't start till the 1st of July. Do you know what I mean? Anyway... Donny Osmond will release Puppy Love in Vegas Resident the time that Callan Osmond has announced it's Michelle. Benji's in Glasgow to finalise, yeah, allegedly. But Donny Osmond was announced in Glasgow at Lennoxtown last week, and we're still waiting on him. And what does Celtic do? Yeah, they do what Celtic do best. They announce new strips. Buy it. Beware. The strips are here. Hail, the strips are here. Oh God, you gotta love Celtic. Anyway, but as you're getting angry, I'm not getting angry. I just think I'm in a really good mood today actually, because the next video is going to piss off quite a few Huns, because there's a truth to be told. The Huns this morning have decided to get us involved in their bullshit from 2012. Anyway, where is it? Make sure that you all jump onto this live, because I'm going to devote a live to their absolute nonsense, and we're going to give them some home truths, because the banter years are still here since 2012. Anyway, see how many votes we've got in the poll. We've got 154 votes, get 155, and we'll close the poll for this morning. We will close the poll for this morning. Lorna says she's definitely not buying it. Wife says it looks like jammy top. Remember the jammy top that they kind of brought out last year? We'll go 155. We're going to end that poll early this morning. We could have went on for about another 40 minutes with that, but I wanted to devote a video just entirely to the allegations that Rangers power broker has made about Celtic this morning. So make sure that you jump on to this live now, because I think it's time that we go and see this. How much is the new one? Who knows? It's stinking. It does look like a jammy top, doesn't it? But anyway, have a fantastic morning, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world.